Welcome to the presentation on School as a Place for Teaching and Learning. This session is part of the HPGD 2203 Educational Management course at Open University Malaysia. It is prepared by Dr. Mumtaz Begum Binti Abdul Qadir for the Postgraduate Diploma in Teaching program. By the end of this topic, you should be able to 1. Define learning. 2. Explain behaviorist, cognitive, and constructivist approaches in learning. And 3. Discuss how these three approaches are applied in the teaching process. Learning involves elements such as knowledge, skills, and behaviors occurring in various social situations. It refers to changes in knowledge, skill, or behavior resulting from experience. These changes can be incidental or occur through a formal process. Learning approaches focus on A. Behavioral change, skills, and habits. B. Cognitive activities like thinking, remembering, and problem solving. And C. Constructivist methods where individuals produce meaning from activities, viewing learning as a process to build knowledge. The behaviorist approach in learning emphasizes behavioral change originating from scholars like Skinner. It focuses on behavior, defining learning as a behavioral change resulting from experience. Behavior is about what a person does in a certain situation. The effects of certain behaviors determine whether the behavior will be repeated. Ongoing repetitions reinforce, recall, and place the behavior permanently in metacognition. Reinforcement motivates the repetition of behavior. Positive reinforcement involves rewards, while negative reinforcement involves removing unpleasant stimuli. Both types encourage the repetition of desired behaviors. Punishment weakens or lessens unwanted repetitive behavior. Direct punishment involves giving stimuli to repress behavior, while removal punishment involves taking away conveniences when correct behavior is not exhibited. Applying the behaviorist approach in the classroom involves A. Giving clear and systematic praise, B. Identifying valid achievements, C. Setting standards for praise, D. Identifying positive behavior, and E. Setting specific and clear goals for reinforcement. In learning, the behaviorist approach involves A. Writing learning objectives based on behavioral change, and B. Mastery learning, which assumes that with adequate time in teaching, students can master learning objectives, focusing on concepts or skills. Direct teaching in the behaviorist approach involves teaching basic skills like scientific facts and grammar in stages. It helps students comprehend procedures but is less effective for creative writing or solving complex problems. The cognitive approach in learning categorizes knowledge into A. General knowledge, useful in various situations, and B. Domain-specific knowledge related to specific tasks or subjects. According to Woolfolk, 1998, information processing involves receiving, storing, and retrieving information. This model includes three main elements: sensory memory, short-term memory, and long-term memory. Sensory memory is short-term memory in the human sensory system, lasting 1 to 3 seconds. It builds meaning from reality and existing knowledge. If not processed, the information disappears. Short-term memory holds a small amount of information for 5 to 20 seconds. It processes, sieves, and arranges information for long-term storage. Repetitive rehearsal helps transfer information to long-term memory. Long-term memory has a large capacity, storing information for a long duration. It stores learned information, like telephone numbers. This memory type stores information from a few seconds to several years. Types of long-term memories include I. Episodic memory, related to experiences and events, and I. Procedural memory, related to performing tasks or learning procedures. Semantic memory stores concepts, facts, rules, schemes, or images. For example, when asked about the number of mirrors in a school, a person imagines the mirrors and counts them. This memory type aids in decision-making. Recalling information from long-term memory involves A. Inference, making assumptions based on statements, and B. Stereotype, assuming traits or attributes for a group of people. Schemata are cognitive structures in long-term memory representing abstract concepts from real-world experiences. For example, knowing what is served at Pizza Hut without asking for rice or noodles. Applying the cognitive approach in teaching and learning involves A. Ensuring students' perception and attention. B. Guiding students to link new information to existing knowledge. And C. Arranging information in small, meaningful units. Further application of the cognitive approach includes G. Using oral stories and visual images. H. Repeating explained information. I. Presenting information orderly. J. Focusing on meaning, not memorization. And P. Ensuring students understand new knowledge. The constructivist approach involves learners constructing knowledge by testing ideas and applying them to new situations. Learners build meaning, synthesize new knowledge, and formulate rules by reflecting on their interactions. Traits of constructivist learning include encouraging questions, considering learning as a process, supporting cooperative learning, accepting student effort, and providing opportunities for real-world involvement. The constructivist approach focuses on students, making them active participants in learning. Teachers identify students' existing knowledge and plan teaching accordingly. This approach aligns with Vygotsky's Zone of Proximal Development, ZPD. Applying the constructivist approach involves A. Inquiry-based learning and problem-solving, where students form hypotheses and test them, and B. Cooperative learning, where students learn through random structures like the jigsaw method. In summary, learning approaches vary in schools. Behaviorist, cognitive, and constructivist approaches provide comprehensive knowledge to understand students' learning habits and apply appropriate teaching processes. Teachers should know the strengths of each approach and apply them as needed. Thank you for your attention. We hope this presentation has provided valuable insights into the different learning approaches and their applications in teaching.